Chapter 2. A Little Spice to a Boring Life.
Yo, Cosetino, wake up.
Philip tried whispering as loud as he could.
Wake up.
Philip, what do you want? Replied Cosetino as he tries waking up.
Let's go, man. Let's get some adventure in tonight. I haven't heard one sound come from Tommy's room, and he hasn't patrolled the hallway, so he's definitely in a deep sleep tonight.
Well, I'm awake now. I might as well go with you. Because if I say no, I know you're going anyway. And without me, you're dead. Cosetino winks at Philip. Philip smiles.
Shut up, man. I'm only bringing you along so you can carry my stuff. You're my little pack mule.
Okay. Keep it down, or you'll wake everyone up. Cosetino changed into his day clothes, and the two boys headed out into the hallway and started making their way to the exit, when suddenly they heard footsteps coming from around the corner. Cosetino grabbed Philip by the shoulder and pulled him into the nearest broom closet. Philip let out a gasp. Shh! Cosetino covered Philip's mouth. The footsteps stopped. They couldn't hear anything. Suddenly the closet door flung open. The boys closed their eyes, waiting for Tommy to unleash a scolding. Philip felt a pinch on his nipple and opened his eyes slowly.
Matt, what the hell are you doing scaring us like that, you idiot?
Matt burst into tears. You know, boy-on-boy love is forbidden in the temple, right, Philip? Is this where you guys come to kiss after everyone's gone to bed? Matt made little smooch sounds. Cosetino started laughing. You seriously got us good, man. Philip shook his fist at Matt.
Oh, I shall make you eat this for doing that.
Matt laughed. Philip, your punches couldn't even hurt a baby kitten.
Well, come here, little kitty. Let's test your theory.
Philip snapped back. Cosetino shushed them. That's enough already, or else we're really going to get caught. Philip nodded in agreement.
Yeah, let's get going, but Matt needs to stay behind. He's too young and weak. Oh, and he stinks. The wolves will smell him from miles away.
Bring it on, Philip. It's bedtime anyway. I will gladly put you to sleep. Matt raises his fist at Philip. Philip began to charge at Matt when a wooden staff ended his battle charge abruptly, halting him. Here, take these wooden staffs and let us leave already. You both keep flirting, causing delay, Cosetino whispered.
Fine. Let's go,
said Philip as he glared at Matt. The three boys continued their way to the entrance of the temple as quiet as possible. Except for Matt. He kept using his staff as a walking stick, making a noise every time he connected the staff with the floor. Philip kept looking back at Matt, giving him mean glares till Philip finally had enough. Philip grabs Matt's robe.
You idiot. You're making way too much noise. At least carry your staff until we're out of here, then use it as a walking stick. Tommy has the ears of a fox, and he's going to hear your ruckus.
Okay, sheesh, you baby. Get off my back. The group came to a halt. Cosetino whispered, Okay, we're almost out of here. We just gotta make sure this damn door doesn't make too much noise when we open it, and we can't let it slam shut. The door to the temple had no lock, so they did not have to worry about that, but they did have to worry about the two big pieces of wood they called a door. Cosetino knew it was bound to let out a creak noise once in motion. Okay, guys, I'm going to open the door as little as possible. We're going to bolt out as fast as we can, Cosetino said to the others. Philip said to Matt,
This is so exciting. We're about to embark on an adventure, even if it is just for tonight.
I know, Matt replied. I got your back out there, brother.
Me too, Matt. I'm not going to let anything get you.
Cosetino smiled at them. Again with the kissing? He slowly pulled the door open. The boys held their breath in suspense, waiting for the door to make the noise, but tonight it did not. Come on, you two go first. Philip slipped through the door's gap, and next was Matt. As soon as Matt started squeezing his way through, the sound of the door closing came from the hallway, back around the corner with the broom closet. Cosetino's eyes opened wide. Hurry, he whispered to Matt as Matt stood there in fear. Cosetino pushed Matt through and stuck his head back in to try and get a peek at who might be behind them, but all he saw was a shadow from the other hallway heading into their direction. Cosetino slowly closed the door, and the boys ran off into the night. Cosetino asked Philip, So where should we go, Philip? I mean, this is your idea. Or do we not have a plan? And for creator's sake, please tell me you have a plan for us already.
Yeah, of course I do. You think I'm going to just let us wander around in the darkness of the night?
Matt smirked. Yeah, actually I do believe that. Cosetino and Matt laughed. Philip brushed off their laughs.
Tonight, we head down to the marketplace. Let's just roam while we're there and take in the nightlife that plays out.
Cosetino and Matt looked at each other and then looked at Philip. Onward to this marketplace thing, said Matt. Matt has never been to the marketplace because Tommy only sends out the 18-year-olds to collect what's needed. So you can imagine how excited Matt was to go to this place. The group traveled northwest from the temple. The market was roughly 10 minutes from the temple, and in between the temple and the market was a small village that was on the left side of the path. The boys began approaching the small village. As they got closer to it, screams could be heard coming from the village. Cosetino looked at the boys. Well, adventure is what we signed up for tonight, isn't it? Let's go check it out and see what's going on. The boys sprinted as fast as they could, but also treaded lightly to not draw attention, so they can scout the situation from a distance. Small goblin-like creatures were raiding the village. They didn't look strong at all, but they seemed very annoying as a group. Cosetino told the boys, "Let's try to drive these ugly things out of the village before someone gets seriously hurt." The group split up into the village and began attacking the goblin creatures. Cosetino swung his staff upward and thrust it down on a creature's head, making a bone-crushing sound. The small creature began to weep and started heading into the trees. Philip slammed his staff so hard on a creature that its eyes rolled back and its tongue hung out of its mouth as it flopped on its back unconscious.
This one is dead or knocked out,
Philip shouted to the others. Matt had a different approach. He started hitting the ground repeatedly, yelling, "Cha! Get out of here, you uglies!" In small packs, the creatures began to flee back into the forest, yelling as if sounding an alarm to other creatures. The village was clear of goblins. Philip smiled very big.
That was easier than I thought. I wonder why no one else was attacking them.
Cosetino noticed that it was mostly women and children in the village, and one elderly man. The woman couldn't attack because they were holding on to their children tightly to keep the goblins from snatching them and taking them back to their lair. The village grew quiet and gathered around the group. One by one, the villagers began thanking the heroic group. "Thank you. I didn't know the temple sent out patrols this late at night," said one of the villagers. What temple? We were just roaming through the area. We have business at the market, and we just swung by here and heard screaming," stated Cosetino. He turned to the group. "We cannot let them know we are from the temple. We'll draw attention to the temple, and Tommy will find out for sure someone left." The elderly man made his way to the front. "There is no doubt about it. You boys are from the temple. Those robes are a dead giveaway." Cosetino looked at the boys with fear. "We need to leave now. Let's ease our way out of here." You're welcome, friends. Take care and hope those things don't come back again." Cosetino addressed the villagers as hastily as he could, and the group slowly started taking steps back towards the trail that leads back to the temple. The boys started making their way down the dirt trail when Philip burst out in cheer.
We really helped those people back there. It's such a rush and so rewarding to see how grateful the villagers were. The look of one lady's face, her expression was like, "The cavalry is here." Our timing couldn't have been more perfect.
Matt's grin grew. "Those ugly monsters were so scared of me, I didn't even have to hit one. I guess I better hold back next time." Matt stuck his tongue out at Philip. Philip raised his eyebrow.
Wait. You're telling me you were so scared you didn't even hit one of them?
"I didn't hit one because I didn't need to. Why should I attack when I wasn't being attacked?" Matt snapped back at Philip. Cosetino interfered. "Hey, it's okay if you don't hit any of them. Sometimes, to keep a good alignment, you're required to not become violent. It's actually very good practice, Matt." "Thanks, Cosi. I just felt like I did the right thing by not causing harm, but next time, oh man, I'm going to let those creatures of the night regret that they were ever alive. Dead. Undead. Whatever they are." Matt chuckled. Philip with a smirk on his face.
Man, it felt good to take some anger out. I feel like I had tension built up for a decade. That was my first time ever hitting anything other than another person at the temple for training. I can't wait to get out there and feel this rush again.
Cosetino sighs. Yeah, it did feel great. But guys, that old man back there, he really recognized our robes. And we could be in big trouble if Tommy finds out. Don't tell anyone about this. We can't risk word getting out there that we snuck out. The boys made their way through the front door of the temple, returning their staffs to the broom closet, and one by one split off into their rooms. Cosetino was the last one to get into his room, since it was further down the hallway. Completely exhausted, he exhaled a deep breath that he was finally back in his bed. Had a good time out there. I just really hope we don't get caught. Cosetino sat up in his bed. What was that? I swear, I saw a shadow pass under my door. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I better get some rest, or else it's going to be obvious I was up all night.